Hello, welcome to another episode of Let's Break It Down. Today we're looking at the real estate market. Up to 70% of residential properties in Lagos Island are vacant at the moment. So we're here at the Real Estate Outlook Conference to ask the questions, is it still a profitable place to invest? And as a middle income earner, can you get a mortgage in Nigeria? Join us as we break it down. Okay, so further to our agenda today, we're talking about mortgages, and I have here Roland Ibinoba. Did I say correctly?
Correct.
Okay, so he is a member of the technical committee on the mortgage sector, so he actually knows all about what it entails to get a mortgage in Nigeria. So one of the things that we're looking at is how possible is it as a middle income earner to get a mortgage in Nigeria?
Okay, thank you very much. I think basically to get a mortgage in Nigeria, you have to start from visiting a mortgage bank since they are the primary providers for mortgages. And I think as of today, we have close to about maybe 35, 40 mortgage banks in the country. Now, a lot of people shy away from even finding out. You know, they just tell you interest rates are high, interest rates are high. But there are several products at the mortgage bank where the bankers can actually take you through the different processes and see what you qualify for. Okay, so there are schemes today that where you can get even just buying land over a period of 3 or 4 years. Mortgages today, like in the past, you can get mortgage up to about 15, 20 years today because of also the Nigerian Mortgage Refinancing Company, which is a refinancing institution set up by both the mortgage banks and the federal government of Nigeria.
Okay. So, for instance, if you earn 5 million naira annually, what kind of mortgage would you be able to qualify for?
Well, if you earn 5 million naira annually, I would say you might be able to do a mortgage of about anywhere around 15-20 million naira for the house, because understand that 33 1/3 of your income is what will be used for mortgage payment. So you can't really expend your entire 5 million on the mortgage. So it's only 1/3 of that you will use for mortgage. So I would say it's something around, because again, you have other needs. And then the good thing is, within around 15-20 million naira, because as you grow through the mortgage payments, as you grow in your career, in your business, of course your 5 million naira tend to increase. So I would say around that time. And see, the thing about mortgage is that you can't buy your dream home from your first home. You don't want to do that. You want to find something that is affordable at the moment. And then as you grow, whether you're a business owner, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're a salary earner, over the years of that mortgage, you can actually flip in your asset that you have now and then buy a bigger property.
Would you say real estate is a worthwhile investment?
Definitely.
In spite of the recession?
Definitely. Real estate is one asset class that no matter recession you are, you always get higher than market returns because people live in homes or people rent offices or buy offices. So it's always there. But in Nigeria, the real estate investment is archaic because what people do is they look for houses, they buy or they build, and then they wait for rent to come. But one of the things we're trying to push is to get investors into real estate in a way that is hassle-free. You don't need to bother about the rent, the tenants, but you get above market returns and it's hassle-free. So yes, investment in real estate is still a veritable investment, but it depends on how you make it. And we're offering investors a safer and a more transparent, liquid way to invest in real estate.
My name is Joe Orji. I'm the development manager at Landmark, and I manage our real estate development portfolio. So what's my take on new entrants in the commercial real estate market? Frankly, I think that there is a lot of space and a lot of opportunity in the commercial real estate market in Nigeria in many different regards, in different asset classes. So for instance, take retail. You've seen many entrants in that asset class in Nigeria over the last few years. And frankly, I think you're going to see so many more entrants in that space. Nigeria has probably around 8 shopping centers or shopping malls in the country. I think you could easily see 4 times that amount over the next 10 years. I think it's, for instance, taking that one for instance, I mean, it's a new asset class, and I think that as developers understand where the market is going, understand where the residential populations are going, understand where the financial centers are going, understand how they can embed retail into the community, I think you're going to see a lot more of that space being developed.
For those seeking new entry into the real estate market, there are different subsectors in the real estate market. There's the residential, there's retail, there's hospitality, and there's offices. I believe that there are opportunities in each of these subsectors. In every subsector, there are different segments. There's high, there's mid, there's low. So it depends on where you then find your skill set to be providing a niche service, or you see that there is a gap in supply. All right. So take residential for instance. In my own opinion, I think there is a significant gap in supply in the low market. If you're able to provide property that is not subprime, which is really what we see in the low market currently, most properties on offer are subprime. They are not good they are not of good quality, not of good build, and really it just doesn't cater to people of the low cadre. We find that people that can't afford a 3-bedroom apartment, I would have to then split it into 2, and 2 families are staying in a 3-bedroom. Why not build 1-bedroom apartments that are well built, that a decent family of 3 can live in? So those are opportunities.
Recession everywhere. We know it has affected every one of us, but then, when you put in more effort into your business, you still get the normal output. But really, the purchasing power of people has actually reduced, and we're talking about, in a kind of way, interior design is a kind of, it's kind of luxury to some people. So we get we don't really get more people who want to take up our services. You hear, I can do it myself. Is it just not to, set up my house and all of that? So the recession has actually affected interior design because people want to share their expenses, but then we still have to project ourselves. So that's the positive side of it. You have to work more. But the recession has affected everyone, affected interior design business, real estate.
What are your hopes for the real estate markets in the years to come?
I grew up, my father being a chartered surveyor and a real estate agent and developer. And so we developed passion for that earlier in life. But I think for Lagos, I think landlords need to reduce the prices. I think so. I think prices need to come down a bit for it to be competitive. At the same time, we have to consider the market. There are lots of young people, married couples, how would we expect them to, to afford these properties? So if there's something innovative we could do to help the younger ones, especially, and because, why would you expect someone who just started working to pay maybe 5 million per annum? It's crazy. Well, it depends on the area, really. But I think one of the things the industry could also do is probably build maybe 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, that will be affordable. And I don't know how you're going to do the materials, though, because we can't compromise on that.
Real estate market, what I would love to see is a more structured environment for development, because right now is it's more like a winner takes all. So a bit of oversight as regards construction will be a good area to look into in the real estate sector.
Today we had the opportunity to explore the real estate market and get deeper knowledge about mortgages, about landlords, about renting, and find out what new things are available to us to be able to get on the mortgage ladder, what new real estate disruptions are happening in order to enable us to make the most of our income. Continue to follow us on all our social media handles. And once again, thank you for joining us as we break it down.